another burning topic. That is, are you a corporate slave? Now, again, I'm referring to an article. Um, it's better. I thought I should share these with you because you might think that with your particular behavior, that you'll be trying to end up as a corporate slave. So let's see what is this corporate slavery is all about. Okay, it's a very short presentation, but let me share the presentation to you, which I picked it up. Let me put on full screen. Right, corporate slave or corporate slavery. Are you a victim? Right, that's the topic with regard to this video. Right, career charisma. Right? That is where I picked this up. 7 signs that indicate you have become a corporate slave. So this is exactly their blog where I picked it, and with this photograph of Obey thing is the highlight of that particular article. Right? So I'll go to the presentation straight on. 7 signs that indicate you have become a corporate slave. What if you were told that your job needed you to work only 35 hours a week, that you couldn't work after 5 p.m., or that working overtime without extra pay would be frowned upon? That's the question. So let's see the 7 signs. 7 signs that you may have become a corporate slave. Number one, right? Let me take the pen so that I can easily point it out to you one by one. Right? Okay. Yeah, so that everyone can see. So, number one, you sleep less than an average of 6 hours every night. Are you doing it? While, you take work home, right? You sleep less than an average of 6 hours every night. Number two, part of your daily routine, part of your daily routine involves turning the floor lights on when you arrive and off when you leave. Part of your daily routine involves turning the floor lights on when you arrive and off when you leave. Right. Again, another signal that you are becoming a corporate slave. Number three, you have never attended your daughter's dance recital. You are neglecting your personal life, right? And your work, 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 work. Number four, you can't remember the last time you had a day off, let alone a vacation with your family. Miles away. Right? So these are issues. Number five, you're constantly anxious about your performance, or rather the way it is perceived by your manager. Am I right or wrong? You've been thinking like this, right? You feel you cannot talk to your manager, your HR, or your colleagues about your grievances. Finally, your work-life balance has taken a nosedive. Now that is bad. That is extremely bad, right? So now these are the issues or the 7 signs that you have become a corporate slave. Meaning your life, your education, and your work, right? 3 aspects. Success triangle, totally interrupted. Now, what is the other way, right? What is why this is happening? Because you are not focused or you're not acting professional with regards to your corporate life. Right? මෙහෙම තියනවා කියලා දැනගත්තාම ගොඩාක් අය මේ වලින් වැඩ ප්‍රයෝජන ගන්නවා. Right? 8-9 වෙලා ගෙදර එන්නේ 10-11 වෙලා නිදාගන්නේ. So you get your immune system goes wrong, your sugar levels goes up, your cholesterol levels goes up, and you become a victim. එහෙම කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. There is no need to do that because you need to balance it. Right? You need to first select. whether this company is good for you. Right? You need to select that. You need to see whether this company culture is basically good for you. Right? If the culture promotes this slavery, and and whether the benefits, right? After 6 months, are you getting permanent? Right? You can stay for 1 year, you're not getting permanent, and then after about another 3 months or 6 months down the time, right? You'll be kicked off and you become sick, right? So don't be like that. Can you do something to crawl out of that pressure spot and change your situation? Can you face your employer and lay down your term? Can things turn in your favor so you don't spend every waking hour working for your boss? It will need a paradigm shift where there are better labor laws and employees willingly or unwillingly will have to abide by them. And maybe it will also need you to value your time away from work. After all, it's just a job. මේ දවස්වල ඕගලන්ට හිතන්න පුළුවන් මේ කොරෝනා හින්දා මේ ජොබ් එක නැති වෙයි. රයිට් මම කොහොම හරි මේක නෑ. එහෙම ඉන්න එපා. එහෙම ඉන්න අවශ්‍ය නෑ. තමුන්ට ඒක තේරුමක් නැත්නම් තමුන් ඒ කම්පැනිෙන් අයින් වෙන්න ඕනේ. Otherwise you will end up being sick. අමාරුයි. නමුත් තමුන්ට තියෙන්න ඕනේ entrepreneurial skill එකක් කොහොම හරි මේකෙන් උඩට එන්න ඕනේ කියලා. The other advice I'm going to give you during your work time, during your work period, or your span of work, guys, don't get any loan. That is where the burden is happening. Credit cards, loans will tie you up, right? To work, 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 work. එහෙම දැනගත්තාම අන්තික කම්පැනි වලට කිසිම දවසක තමුන්ගේ ප්‍රශ්න කියන්න යන්න. Study the company, stay there as long as you can as a professional. If it is not suitable to you, please get out. Otherwise, what happens is, like, you will become a corporate slave, right? And if you are a victim, then you need to correct it, right? Immediately. If not now, then when? It has to be now. You need to correct your stance. If the company is not, what do you call it, it's not helping you move, you can find a better job. And you need to be cool. You need to take that decision, that hard decision, and don't be a corporate slave.